All right. Hello, everyone. Welcome to a special presentation of the YDSC Season 3. We're going to call today's race Cadets 1. Today with us we have a group based out of, is it New York, Marty?
Generally, yeah, the East Coast. I believe we have New York represented, Connecticut, and then across the pond in the UK, another pilot will be flying today.
Very cool. So we have 3 pilots, joining us in a what are we calling it? The turn left oval. Track number 1.
It's an oval race course.
Yep.
You turn left like NASCAR. You go counterclockwise, and we have seen some really thrilling races on this oval. So as simple as the course is, it can be really exciting to see these pilots trying to hold their lines. This is drone racing. This is virtual drone racing. Of course, we've moved into the simulator during COVID-19, physical distancing. It does not stop us when we can plug our controllers into our computers and race virtual drones, still in first-person view. So here we are. This is Drone Cadets Challenge Camp, and this is a special race that we're putting on just for these Challenge Camp campers today. And they've been practicing a little bit. We've been getting them set up. And soon we will reveal this race course and meet these pilots.
So at the moment, we're just working through some first-time technical issues, which is pretty common when you're just starting to get onboarded into racing online. There's a lot more to getting set up and getting in and getting flying in a multiplayer game than you would expect. And so it always takes a little bit the first time through, getting everyone comfortable with how things are run. So I know we have a couple pilots in flying right now. We're working on getting the third. Had a few controller issues, so we're getting that worked out. And then we have. Do you want to run through our pilots here?
Yeah, let's do that.
Oops.
So,
sorry for that.
No, that's all right. So these are the Challenge Camp pilots. They've been led by Grace, and I also want to give a shout out to Tony. Grace and Tony from Drone Cadets have assembled this amazing group of pilots, and they have been working on this 5 days a week, every day, working on getting into VelociDrone, learning how to fly drones in a virtual space, which is actually a nice way to learn because you don't have to worry about fixing broken drones when they crash. You don't run through a lot of money buying replacement parts. And
just be patient. Just taking a minute.
Here are the pilots we will see racing today. Going from left to right, we have Lewis. Lewis, no profile picture, just the default goggles, but Lewis is our pilot from the UK. And so he's flying from across the pond. I don't even know the backstory of how Lewis got involved in Challenge Camp, but we're excited to have a UK representative here flying. He's got a cool accent. Maybe we'll hear him in a little bit. That is Lewis. All right. Then we have with a I like that profile picture. I don't know if I know what it is, but it's a cat with a hat.
I think it's
from
from
Shrek.
Shrek.
Oh, it's from Shrek.
Is it Boots or something? Puss
Puss
in
in
Boots?
Boots, yeah.
Puss in Boots, yeah.
Got it. All right.
Once when I was watching Shrek 2 at my phone, I paused it at the perfect time, and that's what happened.
Perfect. It's a great look.
I love it.
Well, that voice you hear is Oliver, pilot name Some Bee Guy. Some Bee Guy with this cool cat in the hat Shrek Boots picture. And he has been laying down some fast laps here, I gotta say. Lewis and Oliver, Some Bee Guy, are in the room practicing right now. And then the third pilot who will be racing is Dylan, pilot name Let's Go Red Sox 623. Now, Dylan is the one that we're working on his controller issues. We know he's been flying in the oval before, so we know what he can do. We just got to get his controller working again. He had to reset some things. it's possible that Dylan might jump into the race midstream. He's just going to jump in as fast as he can get everything working. So those are your 3 racing pilots. And then, Joel, do we have the profile for our freestyler today?
We do. Yeah, let me go over to that.
Because we have a special treat. In addition to racing, again, this is oval racing, just going around and around, left-hand turns. We're going to take a little break in the middle and have a freestyle flying show by Black Panther Cat. Black Panther Cat, 10-year-old Surrey. She prefers to do the freestyle thing, and we're going to let her fly around the room. She actually has a different drone, and she's just going to perform, like I said, during a break in the action, during a break in the racing action, we get to see some artistic flying by Surrey. Black Panther Cat. Freestyle flying. So that's what's on the agenda. We got a little bit of a late start, just getting everybody ready. I am going to quickly check and see how Let's Go Red Sox is doing, and then we're going to make a decision on getting things rolling. All right, so Joel, the mic is yours. I'll be right back.
Woohoo, Phil. Let me start something here really quick here. Just want to get something off the screen. We'll transition over here. So we're going to watch a little bit of the course here. This is some B guy doing some practice laps. So you can look at the course. It's a nice big oval. There's 6 gates total. And it is a turn left. We'll go ahead and ride along with him. Let's see. So you can see his sticks at the bottom of the screen there. Those represent what we call gimbals on the radio transmitter. And that is what he is currently doing as his input. Now he has throttle on the left, so when that is full on, that means that he's basically going as fast as he can on his motor power. And then his pitch forward is his right box, the right stick. And that controls kind of your tilt forward and backward. So he looks like he's doing a really great job at what we call doing a full send, which is he has both sticks pinned to the top, and he is going as fast as he possibly can. You'll notice when he turns, he's doing a great job at this, of moving both sticks to the left or to the right. So that is a combination of yaw and roll. The yaw is your left stick. That is what we use to like kind of turn, just kind of turn around the z-axis like this. Your roll is where you kind of will tilt as well. And so the best pilots out there will get, most pilots will start out using just yaw, so they'll kind of go forward and they'll kind of just turn and rotate around and keep going. But what ends up happening is all of your momentum will just kind of carry you around, or will kind of slide you around and further on to where you're trying to do. And so you really want to bank into your turns. You want to use that roll stick to kind of help keep your line as you make those corners. And so good pilots, as they progress, they'll start using both the combination of that yaw and the roll. And the better you get, the more roll you use, just to kind of pull yourself around the turn as opposed to sliding around a turn. So Oliver was looking pretty good there, using both of his sticks to turn. That's one of the first things we want to see when pilots are learning to fly.
Marty?
Yes.
Hi, sorry, Lewis has to go now. Sorry.
Okay.
I warned you guys about that yesterday.
Yep.
I know. I'm sorry about that. We'll get you next time, Lewis. All right, so we are losing Lewis. You're welcome. All right. So we lost Lewis from the UK, and we are hoping that we will see Let's Go Red Sox. Looks like Let's Go Red Sox is here.
I'm finally here. Yay.
All right, well, let's get you in the room, and let's get you on the oval. We just lost Lewis, but we've got Dylan. Let's Go Red Sox, 643.
Can I join now? And now what's the problem?
And we are live. So
What is happening? I'm not even moving anything.
So Dylan, everything you say is on the live stream. So let's just get in the room.
I think he's in. I haven't said I'm flying. We'll see if I can get him tracking here.
Okay.
Dylan, if you can go ahead and fly around the course once for me, please.
Currently I can't. Now does it? When I press go up, it makes makes me turn when I'm not even wanting to turn. 1 second. Can I even fly through a hoop? Turn me. Consider that as on yes, I guess. Jesus, this is weird. 1 second, I need to leave. It's kind of annoying.
Well, we're happy to see Dylan in the room, finally.
The thing is, what's happening? Something's happening. So when I press go up, it makes me turn when I'm not trying to turn.
Difficulties. Wait, I'm
gonna jump over. Wait, maybe not. Hey Dylan, can you center your sticks? Are you still in the room?
Yeah, I'm centering them. It's saying I need to put them up.
Can you move your sticks left and right for me?
Left and right, yeah.
Are you in the game right now?
I can't no, but the thing is when I go up, it makes me turn when I don't want to turn.
Yep, I know. I want to look at your stick overlays and watch what your inputs are.
Oh, okay.
Yep.
Okay. Multiplayer. Yeah, I'll show you what happens. It's refreshing for a second. I'm joining it. It's kind of odd. So I'm going up, and now, oh jeez, I'm putting it up again. Now it's the same thing.
Oh, are you still in the session? Oh wait, you are. Let me fly so I can watch you.
Let me leave the room. Let me leave the YDSC training one for a second. I want to assign my sticks. I'm gonna try to assign my sticks again.
So Dylan, while you're doing that, you can mute yourself or just...
Yeah, I'll mute myself.
Okay, great. All right, so we are seeing in real time one of our pilots getting his controller calibrated correctly so that he can control his drone. We saw some great flying from him earlier in the week, so we just got to get back to that point. A word about the drones that these pilots are flying. These are micro first-person view quadcopters. Specifically, it's a drone made by YDSC, a company out of San Diego, California. They make the best micro drones out there, micro FPV drones. FPV is first-person view. There's a camera on the front, and the pilots fly by seeing what the camera sees. So in real life, they wear goggles. Here in VelociDrone, in the simulator, they don't need to put goggles on. They can just look at their computer screen. But when they fly, they are not using line of sight. They are not watching their drone flying around. They are on the drone. They are virtually riding the drone with first-person view, which makes it like a lot of these other kind of first-person video games, but they can do this in real life too. So what we're seeing in the simulator is something they can do, they can translate into real life. And these little micro FPV quadcopters are palm size. They fit in the palm of your hand, they weigh an ounce. So when you build these and fly these, you can actually fly them safely indoors. And so that's why you're seeing a race course here in a gymnasium. How could that ever be with drones? Well, these are tiny little drones, micro FPV drones. And so we saw some B guy, Oliver, putting down some really nice laps. He's just waiting for an opponent. We lost Lewis, ran out of time in the UK. It's much later there, of course. We could switch to Surrey, Black Panther Cat. Black Panther Cat, are you ready to do a little freestyle?
I'm not sure she's in the room anymore, actually. I think she might have left as well. Let me see.
Well, Suri,
She's still in the room. I see her. She's on the top.
Oh, yep, there it is.
there she is. Okay, well, we could do a little switch to that while we get our racers ready. How does that sound?
Yeah, what is she
And
flying?
there
right
she
now?
is. She's flying around.
She's flying a really big quad, a TBS Oblivion. I'm wondering if that's been part of the issue. Although she's doing it.
I think that sounds like an awesome idea. Suri, are you ready?
She's doing it.
She's doing it right now, and we're flying with her.
She's flying around the course. It's a great way to learn the course from above, as she kind of gives us a tour of it. And that is her first-person view that we are watching. You can see the quad, the blade guards, the ducts on the lower left and right of this virtual first-person view. And we're just taking a nice trip around this school gym. This looks like the elementary school gyms that I grew up with. Suri has been putting in practice every day at Challenge Camp with Grace. And we are seeing some nice smooth flying. Peek out the windows at the foliage outside. Now this is a larger drone than we would normally ever... Oh, nice contending with those basketball hoops. This is a larger drone than we would normally ever see indoors, of course. But hey, it's virtual. Go behind the backboard. Suri, are you able to talk while you fly?
Multitask?
Maybe she can explain some of these aerial dance moves she's doing. It is fun to watch. Camera 0 is following her around. That's pretty cool to see. Joel, if you want to switch to that.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
I was trying to dig up a tiny whoop here at the office, but apparently I don't have one. There you go.
All right, now we can watch her. Line of sight style. That's what we call that. That is Black Panther Cat. Brand new pilot. And all these skills translate to real life. So these drones are not the easy drones that you buy at a big box retailer and are easy to fly right away. These take a lot of practice. You've really got to learn what both of those sticks do. And then once you get the hang of it, I liken it to riding a bike. You get the balance between the sticks and you get to figure out how to accomplish what you want to accomplish in the air. And once you've done that, any drone is available to you because all drones use those same double joysticks. And if you can fly these drones, you can fly just about any drone. So it's a great skill to have. We know we're going to have a lot of drones in our future. I like to say it's a drone-filled future that we're heading toward. So many interesting use cases. And these students are getting a huge head start into that world. All right, I wonder how Let's Go Red Sox is doing. If he feels like he's got his controller ready. Some B guy waiting patiently for his opponent. And my partner Joel, I don't know if we even introduced ourselves. I'm Marty, pilot name Marty McFlyin.
Oh yeah.
And Joel, pilot name Netizen01. We are the founders of the Youth Drone Sports Championships. We started a company called Hydra FPV, which is turning drone racing into an amazing spectator sport. and essentially growing the sport of drone racing. And the YDSC is our focus right now. It's this project to get kids racing drones, and when they race drones, they learn a ton about engineering, physics, math, because they have to build the drones, they have to maintain the drones, and so it's a tremendous STEM sport, and we're creating a whole generation of pilots. Okay. Let's go Red Sox. How are we doing?
I'm still trying. When I try to assign the sticks at the very end, the only way it starts working is with that when I start changing tab. But when I change tabs, I miss certain parts of assigning the sticks.
I see. Well, keep trying. Keep trying. Why don't we mute again? Joel, I'm wondering if we should have some B guy lay down some times. And we could get some heat times for some B guy, and then maybe we do it that way, just so we get to flying.
Yeah, let's do that.
All right, some B guy, are you there? And are you ready to lay down some?
I got it complete. I just got it complete.
Oh, perfect. All right, well.
Holy goodness.
Well, are you ready to race, young man? Let's go Red Sox, 623.
Yes, I am.
He's ready to race. Okay, now we got the right colors. All right, Black Panther Cat, thank you for the amazing freestyle show. It was just beautiful watching you fly around that high school or elementary school gym, and now we are ready to race. Is everybody ready to race?
Well, I need Let's Go Red Sox to join. Looks like he's there. Let's go ahead and make you flying.
I'm ready to race.
All
Are they
right,
different
right.
colors?
Is that working better? Let's go. That looks much
Some
better.
B guy, can you change colors quickly?
I'm red right now.
Yeah, I got red and
Perfect.
green. We're good.
Let's do it. Okay. Here's the format. They're going to go 5 laps. And maybe we just do a pure chase the ace.
Yeah, I'll do
We'll
a pure
go-
chase, yes.
It's the best of 3. So the first pilot to win 2 heats wins it all. And this is the Cadets race. Challenge Camp Champs.
All right, here we go.
Awesome.
Let's check my chair.
All right. Some B guy out fast. Turning left.
1 second. This is annoying.
Oh, we lost something.
I just realized something else.
All right, let's go Red Sox. Having a hard time getting through that first gate, while some B guy is just going around and around the oval. Let's see if some B guy can get through that first gate, start his clock going. There he goes. All right, he didn't have much time to practice working on his controller, so we're going to see him in real time getting the hang of this. Meanwhile, some B guy on his 5th and final lap, and boom, 43 seconds for some B guy. That is impressive. Now, we race every Thursday with campers from all over the country. What's that?
When I try to turn my camera, I turn it the other way.
Oh, one of your 6s backwards.
Again, except it's the left one going left and right.
Okay, well we can give you a minute or two to go. You need to calibrate it
Yeah.
quickly.
I
Yep.
think I can just do it for it. It'll probably just take 1 minute.
Okay, we'll give you a second. Some B guy, those were great, clean lines. If you want to unmute yourself, Oliver, and tell us, how does it feel? What is the key to flying that smooth?
Full throttle and just throw yourself at the gate until eventually it works.
It's not a bad
Well,
idea.
I'm taking inspiration from that because I am not as good a pilot as you are. I could never do what you just did there. So that question was loaded. I was trying to get some insider advice from a young pilot who was showing us some stuff. That was fantastic. Just throw yourself at the gates, huh? Full throttle?
Yeah, pretty much.
So some B guy is actually sitting 15th overall on this leaderboard. He came in with his fastest lap of 5.641.
Oh my goodness.
I'll transition over to that so you can see that. So we do see a full leaderboard, and this is the single fastest lap from all of our pilots. So to give you an idea, Vanadium, who's probably one of the top pilots in the sim for micros, just in general, like worldwide.
High school student from Phoenix, but a very, very good pilot. Yes.
Very good pilot. And he's been flying what you can see it says there, it's a Crazy Bee Micro. So that's a brushless build, and that's a really fast, that's a very fast micro. And his fastest time there is 4 seconds, almost 4 seconds around this lap. And some B guy is only at 5.641. So he is not that far behind. I mean, some B guy should be racing with us on Thursday nights next week.
Some B guy should be racing with us.
Yeah, there's no doubt about that.
I set the record for fastest with the Acroby.
You are 100 milliseconds behind the Acroby. There's Vapid FPV, who flies with us on Thursday nights. Did he win last night?
He won last night. He's a senior from Grand Forks, North Dakota, senior in high school, and he won last night. You're just behind Vapid FPV. And what grade are you going into, some B guy? 8th grade. Okay, well, you got a great future ahead of you, and we'd love to have you racing in our other races as soon as we can get Dylan back here.
I'm in here.
I hear him.
Great.
All right, here we go. Let's go ahead and start, you guys.
Now, since some B guy won that first one, if he wins this next, oh, look at this. Good start by Dylan. Let's Go Red Sox is in the race. Let's call this the first one.
Yeah, let's call this the first one. Technical problems out of the way. Yep.
Now, some B guy has the lead. We watch him going around and around. Again, it's kind of like NASCAR, but when you're having to deal with altitude, it throws a whole new dimension into this. I can tell you, it is not easy once you have to worry about how high or low you are, in addition to turning.
Very excited, though, about Let's Go Red Sox here.
Wow,
Very
39
clear.
seconds for some B guy.
Yeah, and some B guy pulling down a sub 40-second time there for 5 laps. That's a consistent 8 seconds there. Less than 8 seconds per lap. That's fantastic.
But Red Sox is for real.
It's for
Let's
real,
Go
indeed.
Red Sox 623. Probably excited the baseball season starting, and he's very excited to be flying here. A minute 04.
I watched the first game last night.
Oh, awesome.
Graham, can we just establish that the Dodgers are better than the Red Sox?
Oh,
Not
trash
sure.
talk starts.
You want to
Oh,
establish that?
You guys cheated.
I did not. Oh, what is this? What is
Oh, now you're denying it. Let me.
All right, let's
right.
table the baseball talk. We have one heat, official heat, under our belt here.
they got so
Blazing
riled up,
fast.
you forgot to fly.
something odd just popped up? It's like a race manager.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to go ahead and start your second race here, gentlemen. Here we go.
Yeah. So some B guy has control of this. He won the first one. If he wins the second one, it's over. But
Oh,
Let's Go Red Sox. I think he's riled up by that baseball talk. He's going to try to catch some B guy here. Nothing like a little motivation, but he's got to go back to that other. He looks like he missed a gate.
somebody did crash there on his second lap. But he did pass up Let's Go Red Sox. We're going to hit some lap traffic there.
Yep. So we got a lapped situation here, but Let's Go Red Sox. He's getting the hang of this. If we could go all day, I think he would begin to really get the hang of this. But some B guy on his last lap, ready to pass. Let's Go Red Sox again. And a 41. These are really fast times by some B guy.
Yeah.
You
Some
are
big guy-
definitely on our recruiting radar.
Yeah, you want to come race Thursday nights with us? Because you are more than welcome to join us.
Only problem is that my controller.
I think Oliver should personally.
Yeah.
The problem is that my controller broke, and right now I'm using a loaner, which I have to give back. So it might take a while to get me back if I decide to continue.
Okay,
Oh,
well,
yeah.
we'll get you worked out.
We'll figure that out.
I think I need a few more weeks of practice because I started way late because the batteries that came with the controller were running late.
Oh my gosh. Yep. Well, I appreciate you giving it a go. And you know what? We got a lot more weeks left in the summer. So, as Joel mentioned, we race every Thursday night in the YDSC. This is Drone Sports Camp. And the Challenge Camp has been a great partner of ours.
I'm
Great.
going into the next semester for Challenge Camp as well.
Awesome. All right. Well, you're going to get a lot more chances to practice and a lot more chances to race. And
Thank you, sir. Sorry.
yeah, maybe Surrey can do a little more flying here as we close things out. We want to congratulate some B guy for a solid win. Nice job, Oliver. We're sorry that we missed out on seeing Lewis fly. We saw him practice a little bit, but we ran out of time with Lewis over in the UK. There will be a next time, though, and let's go Red Sox 623. Once you got through all that calibration, you really showed us some promising lines there, and here we are with Black Panther Cat, the large drone flying indoors.
I think we need to get her onto the right drone. I think that might help. I suddenly have a hunch that she's been flying the Oblivion for the last 3 weeks and not the Acroby.
Not easy to get that big drone through those little gates.
It is. It's nigh impossible, honestly.
Yeah, big drones are harder, but the small drones have a big space to get in.
Yep. Small drones
Well,
are great
The
for
one
learning.
you start off with is not a good drone to use like when you're a beginner. I'll tell you that. I tried it.
Yeah.
Thank you so much, gentlemen. I want to say that Marty and Joel have been just a tremendous asset, and these students have been flourishing under their tutelage, and I look forward to a rematch of some B guy, and let's go Red Sox. And
You better be ready, Oliver.
Panther Cat is
Coming
a force to be reckoned with in the future.
I
I
heard some
couldn't
trash
agree
talk.
more.
I heard some trash
And
talk
this
going
is
on already.
Drone Fest.
Who knows? Maybe next time I'll need to
Love
go
it.
50%.
Grace, where can people go for information about the Drone Cadets program?
I would love to invite people to come to drone-cadets.com.
All right.
Or join Challenge Camp. That's another way.
All right. Good spokesman. Well, drone-cadets.com doing wonderful things out on the East Coast and across the pond,
I have an idea.
helping these pilots. Okay, what's your idea?
Absolutely, Challenge Camp is our biggest fan. Yes, they've sponsored this whole thing.
I want to see if I can beat someone while starting a lap behind.
We call that a handicap.
We do.
We'll give you a challenge, some B
Handicap
guy.
and goal.
Just come to a Thursday night next week, and we'll make sure you're challenged.
Yep. You
Okay.
got
Actually,
chances.
You can throw up at any of our daily office hours from 10 to 12 in the morning Central Time, and there's usually a half dozen to a dozen pilots flying, and you'll definitely get some challenge there.
Yeah, 11 o'clock your time every day on Discord. Just come on over and you'll get some great competition.
Yep.
And you too, let's go Red Sox. Takes practice, but you guys are at the perfect age to be doing this. And Surrey as well. Learn it while you're young and open up a whole future of opportunities. So we were honored to do this today, working through some difficulties. And we finally got some racing and some freestyling. Grace, thank you for introducing us to these great kids. And
It's our pleasure. Thank you.
we'll do it again soon. Joel, thank you for running things. And we are Marty McFlyin, Netizen01, Youth Drone Sports Championships. For more information on getting kids into drone sports, go to youthdronesports.org. And our other company is Hydra FPV. There's a link to the youth program there as well. And check us out on these channels every Thursday night for a lot of young people racing and doing amazing things with very bright futures.
Indeed. Thanks again.